Askreddit, what are some really weird subreddits? R. Subreddit Simulator, a subreddit consisting entirely of bots making posts, commenting on posts, and replying to each other's comments. Ranges from uncanny to nonsensical. Clicks on it. First thread: as I was getting ready to take a dump, however, as the rabbi spoke no Italian, and the Pope came out onto the ground and baptize him in the ass, then he slams the door shut. She looked up and said, I worshipped my wife and I could do was shake my head. Damn, quality shitposting right there. R. Picture Sofian sleeping. It's a sub where this guy used to post a picture every day of his roommate, Ian, sleeping. Then Ian moved out and the sub died, but Ian has made a few appearances throughout the years since then. Someone explain this shit to me. R. Alzheimer's group. It's a bunch of people posting the same Garfield comic strip talking about how funny it is. So R. Funny. R. Buttsharpies. It's exactly what the name implies. Edit. NSFW warning by the way. Edit 2. It seems some people aren't as exposed to the depravities of the internet as I am, so let me clarify. Butt plus Sharpies, and the Sharpies go up the butt. Thanks for coming to this TED Talk. My dumbass clicked on this in public. R. Chairs underwater. NSFW. There is not submerged fully in water. By the way, if you guys get confused, edit, you guys can stop pointing out the other thread that said this. I was saying this because it's literally rule 3 of the subreddit. Not exactly a weird subreddit, but R. Tim and R. Tom, two tiny subs that are almost identical, are having a war right now. War. Explain. R. Ur is basically from another dimension, incomprehensible to the human mind. Fun fact, R. Ur was initially made by a Redditor for CSS practice. I am linking R. iBleach for all who explored this thread too much. You are a good person. R. Real bees fake top hats. Like, why does this exist? It exists because top hats are glorious and even bees deserve to experience them. There was one subreddit, which is banned a fake, where a guy started a cult by making people believe that DMT cures cancer. He gave away lots and lots Reddit gifts and money too. Weird times. He was also active in R. teenagers for some reason. Any idea what happened to him? R. Illness fakers. The premise is simple, it's posting things people post where it's obvious they're faking an illness. However, it seems like a huge portion of the sub is dedicated to posting all the content from a handful of people, to the point where it feels more like a group stalking. There's only a handful of approved people you can talk about on the sub without getting banned. You have to compile evidence and the mods have to accept it in order to post about someone. That's why it's always the same people. Other boards on the internet talk about fakers much more in depth and there's no hardcore restrictions like on that sub. Does anybody remember a subreddit that came about from the result of a post on R. Am I the asshole? The post was about this guy who worked at Walmart or something and he had a crush on his coworker and his supervisor was really a nice guy who made a barbecue at work for everybody once, and Op was convinced the supervisor was a pedophile and that his barbecue sucked. But everybody decided he was indeed the asshole and they made a sub about how good this guy was at making barbecue. Anybody remember that? R. Ank memes. It's a meme page dedicated to Ankylosaurus-themed memes. I found that subreddit when I forgot the D and R. Dank memes. Not as bizarre as other subs posted, but R. Deep into YouTube has some good content, and it's casual enough I can watch it at work. Most of the time. But I've occasionally come across some truly bizarre, creepy shit on that sub. Like, shit that wouldn't get you in trouble at work. But if you were caught, coworkers would definitely look at you sideways from then on. R. Tendies. Basically a bunch of people role-playing morbidly obese, voluntarily celibate grown men that wear diapers and live in their mom's basement. Edit. Forgot. Greatest subreddit war of all time was fought between the Gaboys of R. Tendies and the Chads of R. Chads Rise Up. Role-playing? R. Fourth World Problems, R. Fifth World Problems, R. Sixth World Problems, R. Seventh World Problems, take your pick. Can someone describe the basic premise of each one? I get that Fourth World is very caveman-like, but what about the successive ones? Deleted. Dude, that sub is actually kind of scary. Pretty fracked up way of thinking. I'm surprised no one's said it yet. Havwemit, it's really bizarre. Bizarre? Lower Duck Pond is a perfectly friendly, average community. How dare you? Honeyfrackers. I never would have thought on my own that bee fetish is a thing, but after couple minutes on that subreddit it seems so obvious. Anti-vaccine is a fake subreddit containing nothing about vaccines at all and instead is entirely consisting of videos of remixes of the Quad City DJ's hit Space Jam. It has been quarantined anyway by an inept admin. Spez, do something about this. LMAO, they quarantine an obviously satirical joke sub making fun of anti-vaxxers, but heroin is still up and glorifying the use of something that literally kills you. Admins are complete idiots. Russia or Alabama. The sub itself is good, the content on there is something else. Unfortunately it is declining, so I'm hoping enough people see this and decide to go visit. Name pretty much sums up what to expect. Edit, not a mod on the sub, just one I personally can't get enough of and would love to see if get more attention. I read that backwards. I was trying to parse oral Obama and got confused. I feel like you missed the caps on purpose. Sad face. John Cena and potato salad. They're only weird because their content is related to the other subreddit, for example pictures of potato salads on John Cena, but it's worth it. On that note, there is a similar thing going on with trees and marijuana enthusiasts. Bread taped to trees used to be a parody of bread stapled to trees, but now it's furry porn. This is the natural progression of things. Bread stap led to trees. All this bread, killed without an opportunity to become toast. So sad. Grandpa Joe hate. Fuck Grandpa Joe. Cars fracking dragons. NSFW. Have fun with that one. Dragons fracking cars because you need both sides of this one. Taydolf Swiftler One True Donald Nutscapes Furries for Trump Scary Bilbo Men Laughing with Salad Insects Glorp Poop 365 I'm sorry John I'm really sorry John. I could go on, but wow, this subexists is way more extensive than I ever could be. I can't quite understand what the challenge of Poop 365 is. Is it to poop every day and post a picture of said poop every day? These threads are what I live for. Time to go down some rabbit holes. I remember I found some subreddit about people who want to frack their own mums, and that's when I checked out for the day. Would you frack my mom? I feel like by the replies people may think that I am sub to this sub or something. I am not. I just accidentally found it one day. Chickens wearing pants. It's all fun and games for Link until the chicken puts on the big boy britches. Denim chicken. Coming on figurines. NSFW. Don't go in there. It's not a joke subreddit, it's literally people doing that and taking pictures of it. That's why you never ever buy anime figures second hand. I wish I could remember what the subreddit was, but there was one I stumbled into where I believe it was just pictures as topics and every single post was cat. Not only that, the posts themselves had weird upvote downvote amount, top level comment, cat 500 karma second level comment, cat 12,312 karma third level comment, cat negative 3,242 karma fourth level comment, cat 2,345 karma. It was the strangest shit. For all I know, it was some sort of weirdo code used for intelligence services, the karma I mean. Also, cool hems. These people really like hems. And edit, cats standing up. This might be it, but I thought the karma values were much larger than this. Could be misremembering the karma part though. There's also, cats sitting down, where every comment is also cat, but lowercase. Birds are not real. That's all I have to say. There's a bigger one. Birds aren't real. Fear may open in old Reddit. Oh shit, some of that stuff is genuinely creepy. Like much creepier than creepy. Surprised nobody mentioned fedlegs yet. I've been on the internet a lot. I've seen the weird, surreal and the transparently pornographic, but that sub is easily one of the more bizarre things I've seen in recent years. Bravo. R. Taxpayers. It is called the taxpayer because it's the position the government is most keen to when fracking us, anal sex while standing on somebody's head, and edit, fixed typo. Don't step out of line now. Your FBI agent is probably taking notes right now, winking face. R. Memphis Grizzlies. People legitimately cheer for them. Opening square bracket dot. What was that subreddit where only bots were allowed to post? It was super weird. R. Subreddit Simulator. R. VX Junkies. It's a technobabble sub that can either look marginally legit, or go beyond Star Trek in its fake technical linguistics. Are these guys just typing random science Y words? Shit posting? Is R. Tsunarisharks still obscure enough? It's at least obscure enough not to get noticed by Senpei. Thanks for watching, listening. Don't forget to subscribe.